What's up, YouTube? This is Mathewis97, and welcome back to my SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 General Manager mode. We are here for the Vengeance pay-per-view, and it's going to be a big one, because not only are we playing the title matches for this episode, we are also going to be playing John Cena versus The Undertaker. I think the only match that I'm going to simulate is Matt Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin, because I don't really want to play every match on the card. But at the same time, I'm basically doing that right here. I'm playing just about every other match. So this is going to be the only one that we simulate. And Shelton Benjamin gets yet another win. That's not what I was hoping would happen, but that's okay. We're going to jump into the Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way match and just kick this pay-per-view off with a bang. Let's get this pay-per-view rolling with Women's Championship action. It is a Fatal 4-Way involving 4 of Monday Night Raw's best women on the roster, mainly because there are only women on the roster, but the best women on the roster: Mickie James, Melina, Trish Stratus, and Lita, all do bout tonight for the Women's Championship. These 4 women did face off in a very similar matchup back in April, and back then Lita retained the championship. But these women now, they've had the opportunity to grow, to change. So I guess the question now is Lita still strong enough to defeat all 3 of them with the Women's Championship on the line? Of course, Lita, I'd have to say in recent memory, she's sort of lost her edge a little bit. And I think that could definitely give an advantage to the challengers, Trish, Melina, and Mickie James. Plus, I mean, looking at Mickie James, I have to say she has improved tremendously since this series began. Trish Stratus has really got her groove back. And Melina, well, Melina has been, she's been here, she's been there. But this could be a chance for her to gain some stability in her career here on Monday Night Raw by winning the Women's Championship. But as to who looks the strongest heading into this matchup, who has been on quite a tear in recent memory, has been Trish Stratus. She has, what, a 6 match winning streak at the moment? Trish Stratus has just been on fire. Nobody can stop her, nobody can touch her. And if there was ever a time for Trish Stratus to win the Women's Championship, if she would ever be, I'd say right now she's at the top of her game. She is in peak condition. It's now or never. If she's going to win the Women's Championship, it's going to be here tonight at Vengeance. Although Lita would like to object to that. She would like to hold on to that Women's Championship for as long as possible. Of course, Triple H is in the midst of quite, really, an unprecedented championship reign. Truly a historic world title reign for Triple H. Lita is looking to perhaps try to replicate that, try to create a legacy of her own with this Women's Championship around her waist. And I mean, so far, she and Triple H are the only 2 people to have held their championships for the entirety of the series to this point. Of course, Lita, or I should say Edge and Randy Orton, they're pretty close as well. They did have a bit of a hiccup at Backlash, though. They did lose their titles once, which is what gives Triple H and Lita the edge, the upper hand. But in terms of championship length, Randy Orton and Edge have been up there as well, although they have not quite been as impressive as Triple H and Lita. I mean, the 2 of them yet to lose their championships in the first place. Mr. Kennedy is looking pretty strong as well as the Intercontinental Champion, but he's going to be put to the test later on tonight in a 6-man Battle Royal. And Lita in a very similar situation at the moment. This is a Fatal 4-Way, no disqualification, no rope breaks, no count out, no champion's advantage. Lita, she's gonna have to pin one of these women in order to win. Whereas, in the case of the other 3, they just have to pin anybody. Lita does not have to be pinned to lose the championship in this matchup tonight, and that could very well be her undoing. As right now, Melina with a single leg Boston Crab applied on Mickie James. And of course, no rope breaks Mickie. She's right at those ropes, but that's not going to save her. As Melina, look at Melina right now. She is just tearing through the competition in this matchup. Mickie James delivered a vicious drop kick to the face of Trish Stratus. But now Lita's got a hold of Melina. Mickie James, no 8 reversal by Trish. And look at Trish. Hurricanrana taking down Mickie James. As Lita right now is just destroying the midsection of Melina here with these vicious kicks. Lita just relentless right now. But she finally does let go of Melina as she went to go to work on Trish Stratus. But it's Melina with a big time punch out of that headlock position. And here comes Mickie James now. Swinging neckbreaker, taking down Trish Stratus. And now it looks like Mickie James looking to help Melina here. Oh, a double drop kick to the champ. Lita is down. And Mickie James going to work on her rival. Of course, Melina and Trish Stratus themselves have been in quite the rivalry in recent memory. But Lita and Mickie James as well have been duking it out. Let's look at Mickie James. Mickie James looking for the 10 count punches. 4, 5, 6. No, she held back. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 punches to the face of Lita, and the champ falls like a sack of potatoes. But Lita taking down Mickie James. Now it's Melina going to work on Mickie. Look at this power slam. Vicious power slam by Melina. But Lita's back in the fold. She's made it back in the mix. Oh my God. Devastating clothesline to Melina. She nearly took her damn head off. But Melina back to her feet. Oh, and Lita firing back. Oh, but look at this. Mickie James. Mickie James with the roll up. She's got her. 1, 2. No, but it's broken up by Trish. Trish Stratus there to make the save. And now Trish Stratus getting in it. But look at this. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Melina with a vicious face buster. Boom, and a mid kick. A mid kick. Oh, but Mickie James just able to make the save on that pinfall attempt. And now Mickie looking for the cover on Lita, but it's broken up by Melina. Wow. For a moment there, I mean, on 2 occasions, I thought we were going to see the title change hands. But fortunately for Lita, Mickie and Melina sort of, you know, they were their own undoings. They stopped each other from winning the title. As Mickie lays out Lita there. Trish Stratus still on her feet. Look at this. Look at Trish. Trish now with a Hurricanrana of her own. But there's Melina to make the save. Oh, but there's a nice shot there by Mickie James. And now Mickie James has got a hold of Melina. Inside cradle. Inside cradle. But it's broken up by Trish. Near fall after near fall. It's now Mickie James. Inside cradle on Trish Stratus. Is she going to get her? No, it's broken up by Lita. Pinfall attempt after pinfall attempt in this matchup. It is crazy right now. Oh, nice reversal there by Melina. Trish Stratus dumped over the top. As Melina takes Mickie James to the corner, but look at Melina, vicious neck breaker. A vicious snap on that neck breaker. Now a snap there to Mickie James. Melina standing tall, the only one standing tall in the ring right now. And look at this, just beating on the forehead of Mickie James there. Oh my God, what a kick, what a devastating kick to Lita. As now Melina tosses Mickie into the corner again. Trish back in the ring though. But Melina's got her dazed. It's now Trish, or Lita rather. I'm getting everybody mixed up. There's so much going on in the ring right now. It's now Mickie James. Well, I thought she was gonna go after Melina, but instead changes her target. I gotta say, Melina has been on fire in this matchup. Mickie James, oh wait a minute, Melina the cover, but Mickie James makes the save. Mickie James able to break up the pinfall at the last possible second. Now tossing Lita to the corner. Mickie James placing Lita up on the top rope. Here's Mickie James. Oh, what a move, taking Lita down from the top rope, and now Mickie James, elbow drop to the champ. Mickie James, she's feeling it. Mickie James trying to fire up the crowd. Oh, but Melina looking to cut her down. But Mickie James, Mick kick. Everyone is down. Mickie James the cover. 1, 2, 3. We have a new women's champion, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new women's champion, and her name is Mickie James. A hell of a fatal 4-way to kick off this pay-per-view. Mickie James, Melina, Lita. I mean, wow. There were several instances where it looked like Melina was going to win the Women's Championship. Trish Stratus as well, she snuck in there a few times. As for Lita, well, I gotta be honest, bit of a lackluster performance by Lita in this matchup. And you have to think that's why she lost the title tonight. Melina and Mickie James really were the two standouts in this matchup, so naturally it would come down to them. Lita and Trish were taken out of the equation, incapacitated. And after a devastating Mick kick, it is Mickie James who stands tall. Here we go, tag team titles are on the line. And yeah, this is the first time that we're actually seeing Johnny Nitro compete. At least the first time that he's being showcased here in the series. But hey, it'd be a heck of an on-screen debut for Nitro if he could win the tag team titles here tonight at Vengeance. Of course, Johnny Nitro for a while there in a feud with Matt Hardy over the heart of Melina, but then it seems as though Nitro and Melina have gone their separate ways. And now, Johnny Nitro, he's got tag team gold on the brain. Tonight, teaming up with Rey Mysterio, a bit of an unorthodox tag team, a unique pairing to say the least. But hey, if it wins them the tag titles, you cannot knock success. Might be, sometimes success takes bizarre forms. And the pairing of Nitro and Mysterio, the new M&M. Perhaps that'll get it done tonight. Hey, you guys said that you wanted M&M. You wanted M&M to be a part of this series. And hey, I'm a good guy. I deliver on what you guys want. So that's what we're gonna get. Mysterio and Nitro, M&M. We might not have the Melina. We might not have Melina here at the moment. There's a bit of I don't know if it's bad blood between Nitro and Melina, but they're just having a bit of a, they're taking a break. But we do have 2/3 of M&M right here. It's Mysterio and Nitro, and tonight at Vengeance, they're looking to capture tag team gold. Of course, Mysterio, former Intercontinental Champion, had a very short-lived title run, but he did win at the last pay-per-view Backlash. He defended the title against Eddie Guerrero. So perhaps Mysterio looking to extend that pay-per-view winning streak to 2-0. Look to pull a Charlotte in this series. He might lose the title on Raw, but on pay-per-views, that's when he steps up his game. Perhaps he could be looking to continue that streak tonight and look to capture his first ever tag team championship here in the series. And if Rey Mysterio is the Charlotte of this series, then I guess that would make Edge and Randy Orton the Sasha Banks of the series, because at the last pay-per-view Backlash, Edge and Orton, well, they had the unfortunate task of taking on the pairing of John Cena and The Undertaker. And hey, people thought that tag team wasn't going to work out, that there was no way that John Cena and The Undertaker were going to win tag team gold. But what happened? At Backlash, John Cena and The Undertaker, they won tag team gold. They defeated Edge and Randy Orton to become the new tag team champions. Perhaps we could see history repeat itself here tonight at Vengeance. It very well could happen. Nitro and Mysterio, definitely an unorthodox pairing. Not somebody that you would expect to work together, not a duo, an alliance you would expect to see form here in GM mode. But it happened. Maybe lightning could strike twice. Maybe Mysterio and Nitro could be your next tag team champions. I guess we're gonna have to find out here in a few short moments. So here we go. The match is underway, and straight off the bat, Mysterio was going after Edge, but now Johnny Nitro sets his sights on the Rated R Superstar. Of course, Nitro and Edge have had, some scuffles in recent weeks. And Johnny Nitro, well, look at this. Johnny Nitro just pummeling Edge here. Nitro going straight after the Rated R Superstar. And this is an Elimination Tornado Tag Team matchup, mind you. No disqualification rules are in effect. And since it's elimination, both members of each team are going to have to be eliminated in order to achieve victory. And that's really what was sort of the undoing of Edge and Orton last time around. At Backlash, it was a hardcore match, so it was one fall to the finish. And that perhaps could have been what gave Taker and Cena the edge. Whereas when it was an elimination tables match, that was when Edge and Orton managed to win back their title. So perhaps the elimination status is gonna help them here tonight as Edge delivers a low blow to Nitro. But no disqualification rules, so it's all fair in love and war. Let's look at Johnny Nitro. Johnny Nitro, submission hold applied on Edge. Mysterio going to work on Randy. Very good job here by Mysterio and Nitro of neutralizing Edge and Orton. Let's look at this. Oh, knife edge chop there to Orton. Nitro now looking to join in on the fun. Let's look at this. Ducks under. DDT. DDT to Randy Orton. Oh, and look at Nitro. Johnny Nitro. He's feeling it. Spinning leg drop. Signature Johnny Nitro as he hooks the leg. Well, he doesn't hook the leg on Orton. 1, 2. And maybe if he had hooked the leg, he would have gotten a 3 count because that was only a 2. Let's look at Mysterio. What's he thinking? Weight reversal by Edge. But Nitro coming to Mysterio's aid. Johnny Nitro. Oh, but a thumb to the eye by Orton. Johnny Nitro looking to again come to the rescue of Rey Mysterio. As Nitro tosses him into the corner. Here's Johnny Nitro. Orton placed up top. Look out below. Superplex. Johnny Nitro and Randy Orton. Completely, it's just a car crash here in the ring. As Mysterio goes to work on Edge. Mysterio looking to lift him up. Oh, but a thumb to the eye by Nitro. Well, of course, Nitro, I mean, you know, he does have a history of playing it dirty. Perhaps he hasn't quite gotten out of those nefarious ways as of yet. Oh, nice uppercut there by Randy Orton. And now Edge with a headlock takedown to Johnny Nitro. As now it seems as though the tides are beginning to turn into the favor of the champs. As a side Russian leg sweep there by Orton. But Johnny Nitro, scoop slam to Edge. But there's Randy Orton. Randy Orton looking to cut down Nitro's momentum as he's got him up. Oh my God, what a vicious gut buster. Right to the shoulder of Orton. Nitro's midsection has to be in oh my God, in agony right now as Mysterio takes down Edge with a vicious bulldog. It's now Johnny Nitro going to work on Edge. Johnny Nitro again just pummeling him. Meanwhile, Orton choking out Mysterio. Oh, and a kick to the back as well. Mysterio now is in trouble. Oh my God, RKO! He's talking about being in trouble. He's in huge trouble. Nitro is nowhere to make the save. And Mysterio has been eliminated. Well, this is not looking very good for Nitro and Mysterio. This version of Eminem, not quite as successful as the originators, I suppose. But Nitro trying to fight back. Nitro trying to fight back, trying to take down Rated RKO by himself. But right now, things are not looking too good. Edge, kick to the gut, execution! Execution, and that could be the final nail in the coffin. 1, 2, 3, and it's all over, folks. Edge and Randy Orton, just like they did against John Cena and The Undertaker, the elimination stipulation pays off in their benefit. And it looks as though Edge and Randy Orton keeping their Raw contracts alive, as well as their Tag Team Championship reign. Nitro and Mysterio just couldn't get the job done here tonight at Vengeance. And although the Women's Championship may have changed hands earlier on, the tag titles are staying right where they belong, around the waist. Or in this case, around the wrists of Randy Orton and Edge. Rated RKO, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Nitro and Mysterio certainly are not going to take the titles from them tonight. Perhaps we do need Joey Mercury after all. Talking about pay-per-view winning streaks, we move on to the next matchup where, as we said in the last matchup, these two men were both victorious, winning tag team gold at the last Raw pay-per-view Backlash. But tonight, they are enemies. Only one man is going to keep that pay-per-view winning streak alive. But the question is, will it be John Cena, or will it be the dead man, The Undertaker? Really, The Undertaker has had John Cena's number in recent weeks. John Cena, I believe he's on a 3, maybe a 4-match losing streak at the moment. The Undertaker just, I mean, he has had his number, whether it's been as a manager to Cena's opponents or, you know, facing him in tag team action. The Undertaker has always kept the upper hand over John Cena. John Cena looks to turn the tables tonight in his favor. But can he do it? The Phenom, the dead man, he is a hell of a force to overcome. I don't know if John Cena can do it. But then again, he is the Superman of WWE, so if anybody can do it, it's John Cena. The Undertaker, I mean, of course, his signature entrance just sends chills down your spine. As The Undertaker, tried and true, really the face of the locker room in the past. He really has become a true icon, perhaps the biggest icon in the history of professional wrestling, not just in the WWE, but in wrestling as a whole. And that's not even just talking about here in the United States, in the entire world. The Undertaker, he is one of the biggest names in wrestling. I mean, you think of wrestling, you think of WrestleMania, and immediately you think of The Undertaker. His name has become synonymous with the wrestling world. But another man whose name has quickly been gaining, well, really been gaining a similar hype to it, is John Cena. John Cena, of course, the face that runs the place. He's been the face of the company for the last decade. I mean, John Cena, whether you love him or you hate him, this man creates a buzz every time he steps into the ring, whether you're a part of his chain gang or not. Whether you buy into the hustle, loyalty, and respect, or maybe if you were more of a thugonomics kind of guy. Regardless, John Cena, he creates controversy. And why? Because he's just that damn good. So last episode, I talked about having this series on backlog and how helpful that is for me in terms of just getting out consistent videos and not really, you know, detracting or distracting from my universe mode stuff. And this also is a big help because this year I'm looking to try my hand at some different projects. I'm sure by now you would have seen some of them. I don't know if I'll have any other new ideas by the time that this video goes up. But I am looking to, you know, reinvent myself. Try to work on some different projects, some different ideas that aren't just strictly WWE games related. Like, they might still be wrestling related, but they don't necessarily need to be, you know, wrestling gaming. Because I've been thinking about this for a while, like even before I started this series, back in SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, when I started that series, I knew that I was going to be running out of material in terms of vintage WWE gaming, because I know that some people like to do a Here Comes the Pain series, like a My Career or whatever the mode is then. My thing there, though, is I never played Here Comes the Pain, so I don't have the nostalgia to want to go back and play that game. And then on a similar token, if it's like a My Career where you only follow one guy, I had problems with 2K17 My Career because you only followed one guy. It's not just 2K17 My Career, just My Career in general. It's not my cup of tea because you only follow one person. I prefer to control the whole thing. So going back to play Here Comes the Pain, a game that I've never played before and I have no real interest in playing because it's however many years old at this time. You know, with a game like, oh my god, what a kick by The Undertaker. I didn't think he could, well, you know, Taker, he might be getting up there in age, but he can still hang with the best of them. People talk about this guy, you know, he's not flexible, that he's losing it with old age. You gotta be kidding me, did you see that kick? I'm sure there are certain superstars nowadays who compete actively on the roster and they can't pull off a kick like that. But going back to the Here Comes the Pain, talking about that, it's a game that I've never played, so I don't really have a reason to want to go back and play it. And because it's a career mode type thing, it doesn't interest me because career mode just doesn't interest me. So this means that once I finish this GM mode, I mean, I could potentially do like a challenge mode in 2008, like a hardened version of GM mode, where, you know, I set more limits on myself, more restrictions, not like only letting myself draft maybe like one guy who's like 90 over, or like 90 popular. No, I think they all start in like the 80s. So like maybe limit myself to like 2 or 3 guys who are 80 or so popularity, and then everybody else has to be less than that, just to try to give me an opportunity to focus on superstars who don't normally get used in YouTube series. It would make it a lot harder to win that GM of the Year award for that series, but that would kind of be the point. You know, it would make it more challenging. We'll see if you can actually get it done. But if I don't do that, then I don't have a vintage WWE gaming series that I could go back and do, because I don't have any other ideas. Like, I know Here Comes the Pain is the other popular one, but honestly, other people have done that. They've probably done it better than I would. So there's no, after I finish this series, I don't really have any other vintage gaming thing to fall back on. And if I'm not going to be doing, and see, I might give my career mode another crack next year, just because, you know, with it being the new game hype, just kind of seeing if my career has anything new to offer, if it has anything new on the table. You know, usually it's good to kind of experiment with that mode. And this year, I liked how I made it where it only took maybe like a month where I was uploading it. I did get a solid like 20-something parts out of it, but I finished it much quicker than I have in the past. Whereas like other years, I would be going until like March or April until I would finally finish my career. Whereas this year, I got it done much, much quicker. So that gives me extra time to focus on universe mode. So maybe I'll give that another stab, but that's, you know, more the modern game stuff. In terms of going back to play older games, I don't really have anything else that interests me that I could go back and play. You know, maybe like I have my GameCube, so maybe there are like Day of Reckoning or something like those GameCube games, but I don't think those games have anything really interesting to offer, like no game mode that would be cool to play. Yeah, and plus like the gameplay is really bad. And I'm more used to now, like I would rather focus that time towards universe mode and as well try to branch out and do something different, something not gaming related, just because, as I said, well, the Undertaker just threw himself over the top rope, took out the referee while he was at it. But in terms of what I personally want to produce, working on more scripted stuff, obviously that's my #1 agenda. But as well, like the UCW Chronicles thing, that video was fun to make. I don't know if I'll actually end up making a series on that. I probably will. I'll probably give it a stab, see what people think of it, because, you know, that first part was more of like a sort of like the pilot episode, just to see if anyone was interested in it, and some people seem to be interested in it. So I might try to take a different approach to that, try to document sort of those characters. And as well, in my State of the Channel 2016 video, I really discussed it. So if you haven't seen that video already, be sure to check that out. I talk about it in more depth there. But I'm looking to reinvent myself, focus on less gaming content. This series is going to take up, I think it'll end by the end of this year, because I've gone ahead and I've scheduled out everything, like when I want all these videos to be uploaded. I have upload dates prepared, so like I know, like getting a video out once a week, it's pretty easy to stay consistent with something like that, where I have, like this year I'm trying to work on a consistent schedule as well, on like a weekly basis, try to see how many videos I can get out in a week. And there, you know, I have penciled in a GM mode video per week, so I should be able to finish this series by the end of 2017, which then means that I really need to start thinking about what is going to follow this series, if anything will follow this series, because, you know, I only have, like, I could just dedicate all my time to universe mode. It also doesn't help that I don't know where Pokemon is going to go on this channel, because I have yet to get the 3DS capture card, which was another one of my sort of goals. But those videos are usually never very popular, so no one's really that interested in Pokemon stuff anyway. I don't know. It would help once I'd be able to focus more on Pokemon series like a Nuzlocke. I'd like to get back into that, or do like a rescue team game. Those are the ones that I'm mostly interested in. So it would help if I could actually focus on that stuff, the stuff that I'm really interested in doing. I mean, not that I'm not interested in the Coliseum Gale of Darkness videos that I've made, but I feel like I would have more interest in a Mystery Dungeon thing, which is why getting the capture card would just give me the chance, even if that experiment would fail, then I could at least say that I tried it. And that's really what this year is. This is an experimental year. I'm trying to, not only in the realm of Pokemon stuff, trying to expand more on that, but as a whole, you know, the best of, worst of NXT videos that I made, the UCW Chronicles, just trying to expand and do different things, do something to satisfy my creative mind. As Undertaker was able to escape the STF, but Cena looking to go for the cover on the exhausted Dead Man, and he gets it. He gets the win. The Undertaker lying in a pool of his own blood as John Cena stands tall here tonight at Vengeance. The Undertaker may have had Cena's upper hand in recent weeks, but the fact remains that John Cena has the upper hand when it counts here tonight at Vengeance. The first time that these two men have squared off, though, so I doubt that this rivalry, I'm sure that this is far from over between these two men. But for now, John Cena can enjoy the victory here tonight at Vengeance. He wins Chapter 1. Chapter 1 concludes with Cena on top. But what's going to happen in Chapter 2? So for the sake of time, I have changed this into an over-the-top rope battle royal rather than a pinfall battle royal, just because that would probably go on for a long time, and I don't want this pay-per-view to go over an hour long. Maybe in a future pay-per-view, if I have less matches to focus on, like this one I have 5 matches that I'm covering. Maybe in like a future pay-per-view, we'll have a pinfall battle royal when there's less matches on the card, so that way it, you know, we can have, I don't know, like when it comes to the battle royals, I hate how like the newer games don't have the option for pinfall battle royals, because pinfall battle royals are, in my opinion, they're far more exciting than over-the-top rope battle royals, at least in terms of the gaming sense, because it draws out the extra drama. Although, for a battle royal like this, back in this sort of a game, like for my universe mode, for example, if I had a pinfall battle royal, that would just give me extra options to work with. Whereas, for the sake of this GM mode presentation, the battle royal sort of mechanic, over-the-top rope style, it helps to draw out the drama, because honestly, I could be eliminated at any point. Anyone could be eliminated at any point. But I like the idea of having multi-man elimination matches. Like, whatever happened to the Fatal 4-Way elimination matches? We can't really do that in modern games. And like, we don't even have the option for like a 6-pack challenge, which bothers me, because you can have 6 people in the ring. It's possible. Why don't we have the option for a 6-pack challenge? Like, it's not even a battle royal. It's just 6 people in the ring at once. We can have like Money in the Bank matches. We can have over-the-top rope battle royals, but why can't we have a 6-pack challenge? It's just one of those things where it's like, it can be in the game. Why isn't it? Like, I know that you can do it. Is there not enough space? Is like, what is the issue there? I'm not entirely sure. I don't make games, I don't program games, so maybe I'm just, you know, shooting smoke out of my ass, but I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. And that's not even talking about the triple threat tornado tags that we used to be able to do. In this game itself, they even took away the triple threat ladder tornado tag and the triple threat table tornado tag. You could still do hardcore triple threat tornado tags in this game, but like, we don't even have the option for when WWE will throw together those stupid multi-team matchups where you have to tag in and out. We don't even get that. And there could be, you know, interesting things you could do with that. I don't think that that's the most exciting form of a match, but I do like the idea that just anybody can tag in and out at any random time to any other team. You could make that work. The only problem is that WWE, usually when they pull out a match like that, the storyline doesn't really play up to it. And it's just sort of a, well, let's get everybody on the card. Let's give everybody a chance to succeed. Let's give everybody a chance to, you know, get their payday on this pay-per-view or whatever. But I do like the idea for a concept. It would be a real bitch to edit something like that, whether it's a triple threat tornado tag match or just a triple threat tag match with everybody on the apron. Regardless, like, the tag team mechanics are bad enough as they are. So having that sort of a style match where you have to tag in and out, I don't think that's what we need. But, you know, a triple threat tornado tag could work. It worked in these games when the tag team mechanics were equally as bad. But in, like, triple threat tornado tags would be much easier to do than having to tag in and out. So it baffles me that we don't get matches like that. Like, not just the six-pack challenge or the battle royals, but that we don't even get the triple threat tornado tags, because they've done it before. They can totally do it. It's just, it boggles my mind. But to get off of those tangents, all I have to say is that Mr. Kennedy has a hell of a task in for him tonight, as he defends the Intercontinental title, not only in a battle royal, but just look at some of the names that he goes up against tonight. Eddie Guerrero, Shawn Michaels, heck, even his own ally JBL is in this matchup. Mr. Kennedy is going to have to scrap and claw with everything that he's got to retain that Intercontinental title tonight. It is going to be a journey and a half for the man who hails from Green Bay, Wisconsin. But I'm sure that Kennedy, I mean, he's been on a hell of a streak of momentum as of late. He really has been climbing the ranks here on Monday Night Raw. And if he could win this Battle Royal tonight, that would be a hell of a statement made. But speaking of statements, he's about to make one right now.
Now that I have everybody's attention.
He's still the best. This is still the best part. It is unbelievable how amazing this was, for how simple it is.
46 pounds. I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kennedy.
Talking about a pretentious asshole heel, you're looking at him right there in Mr. Kennedy. That is exactly who he is. And just adding the mic to everything, why didn't WWE utilize this guy more?
Kennedy.
But we're not here tonight to talk about how the WWE misused Mr. Kennedy. We're here tonight to talk about how we are using Mr. Kennedy and how he could potentially, I mean, this could be the match of his career right now. If Mr. Kennedy could come into this matchup tonight and walk out still your Intercontinental Champion, that would be huge. I mean, this guy could even be a main event caliber superstar in the making. This is a huge opportunity to make a statement. Wait a minute! Bobby Lashley looking to toss Kennedy out over the top rope. And they've done it! Kennedy is gone! All of that hype and Mr. Kennedy tossed out like it was nothing. And Eddie Guerrero's gonna follow him out. Well, just like that, we're down to 4 men. The champion, the first one eliminated. I swear to God, if Bobby Lashley wins this matchup, I'm going to be very upset. JBL is in trouble. JBL, he's gone. We're down to 3. It's Chavo, Michaels, and Lashley. Oh, and what a statement this would be. Oh, Chavo looking to eliminate Lashley. Really, the David versus Goliath rivalry could have played out right in front of us with David getting the better of Goliath. I mean, come on, guys. Just get Lashley out of the ring, and I will not have to worry. Just eliminate him, please. You know, Chavo could win this match, and I'd be okay with it. Just not Lashley. Well, Chavo keeping himself in the ring, which is good. I mean, Michaels winning would be cool as well, but I don't want Bobby Lashley to be the Intercontinental Champion. If he wins, he's losing it on Raw. Like, he's not keeping that belt. But look at Lashley powering out. Oh, man. Michaels, why are you guys fighting each other? Get rid of Lashley. Get rid of Bobby Lashley. Get him out. I mean, he has good popularity, which is why I'm keeping him for right now. But, like, as soon as he's definitely going to be the first guy that I trade out. Oh my god, I thought he was going to powerbomb Michaels out of the ring. Oh my god. That was way too close. Because I think there are certain things in this game that you can do. Like, there are certain grapples that allow you to just toss somebody out of the ring. Toss them over the top rope. That might not have been one of them, though. Or maybe Lashley just didn't quite position it right. This is worrying me, though. Lashley is in control right now. Get him out, Chavo. Get him out. Come on, Chavo. Come on, Chavo. Get him out. Get him out. Michaels. Michaels, help him. Help him. Get Lashley out. No. No. He fought back in. Lashley's still in the match. No, no, no. Yes, come on, Chavo. Come on, Michaels. Somebody, get him out. No, what are you doing, Chavo? No, no. Michaels, you gotta hang in there. Michaels, survive. Come on. Shawn Michaels is gone. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No, 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 no. 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 Damn it all! No! 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 Ah! No! Bobby Lashley's the Intercontinental Champion! No! 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 This was not supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to go down like this. He's not keeping that belt. He's not keeping it. He is going to lose it tomorrow night on Raw. And we're going to pretend that this never happened. You know, maybe we should make another behind the GM mode. Pretend it never happened. Bobby Lashley winning the Intercontinental Championship at Vengeance. Book it. Somebody write it. There you go. That's a video in of itself. Well, at least in this matchup, if Mick Foley were to win the WWE title, I would be okay with it. But, you know what? At least that wasn't the main event. This is the main event, and this is going to be a far more satisfying main event than what we just witnessed. It is a Hell in the Cell match, Mick Foley's stomping ground. Well, can you really call it that? Mick Foley has had some he's had career-defining moments in Hell in the Cell matches, but they also haven't been very good for him. So, I guess it's a matter of perspective, really. You know, you decide on that one. Triple H, he's no stranger to Hell in the Cell either. Back in the 2006 GM Mode series, Triple H defended his title inside Hell in the Cell on numerous occasions. And, well, of course, I mean, he was the world champion at the time, the world heavyweight champion. But Triple H, he did walk out of every single Hell in the Cell match that he stepped in, still with the WWE Championship in his possession. And he's looking to repeat that performance here tonight when he takes on the hardcore icon, Mick Foley, inside Satan's structure. And unlike a battle royal, there's no cheap way to win this matchup. You know, you can't be thrown over the top rope and it's over. No, in this match, it's pinfall or submissions, baby. No disqualification, no count out. Even if you escape the cell, you are not safe. These two men, they will go to war, they will battle it out until one man cannot answer the count of three. And when that happens, you will have your definitive winner, ladies and gentlemen. Will it be Mick Foley? Or will it be the game? The King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H. Triple H, he's got his game face on as always. He is certainly not looking to drop that WWE Championship anytime soon. He completely controlled SmackDown in the last series, and he's looking to do the very same to Monday Night Raw. But tonight, inside Hell in the Cell, I've got a sinking feeling. We've had two championships change hands already tonight. Could the WWE title be the third to change hands? As you see, these two men just sort of staring at their surroundings, eyeing up this Hell in the Cell. The referee rings the bell, the match is underway. And right out of the gate, Mick Foley goes straight for Triple H, tosses him right into the corner. And you have to think that Mick Foley, his strategy is going to be to utilize that Hell in the Cell as soon as possible. And in as many ways as possible. Oh, but a face buster there by Triple H. This Triple H now looking to strike down Foley, but Foley, look at this. Triple H tossed over the top rope, and it's just as I thought. Just as I expected, Triple H dumped out to the floor. Mick Foley. Is he going to use that cell? Oh, wait, but Triple H has him. And Foley driven skull first into the cell. Oh, and Triple H, look at that. Triple H ducked back inside the ring, but that's not going to save him. Oh, it's now Triple H. Triple H driven headfirst into the steel. But wait, counter by the game. And it's Foley again, bouncing headfirst off the steel. But now it's Foley. Oh, and Triple H. Now he gets driven into it. His weight reversal by the game. Oh! Foley headfirst off the steel ring post. And back into the ring they go. Triple H, he doesn't want this to be a very repetitive matchup. Definitely not when they're outside of the ring by that Hell in the Cell. Oh my God, and Triple H takes out the leg of Mick Foley. Looking to keep this very much so a wrestling match is Triple H. Mick Foley looking to turn it into a brawl. Let's look at Foley with the strikes. Triple H collar and elbow tie up. Oh, and the game choking the life out of Mick Foley here. An illegal chokehold by Triple H, but it's no disqualification, so it doesn't matter. Mick Foley, you can see gasping for air. Triple H trying to back his way out of the situation. Foley ducks under a punch, and again he takes down the game. But the game back up. Oh, thought maybe he was going for a pedigree, but Foley able to dodge it. Mick Foley avoids the pedigree. And Triple H again dumped to the outside. Mick Foley, what's he looking to do here? Wait a minute, Triple H counters. Oh, and again Foley, face first, into the ring post. But Foley jumps right back outside. And oh my God! Foley just grinding Triple H's face on that Hell in the Cell. Oh, but the game fires back and tosses Foley back into the ring. Triple H looking for a breather. But Foley continues to keep up the pressure. Big punch to the face. And now Mick Foley. Oh no! No! Well, turnabout's fair play. Mick Foley looking to bend the rules just as much as Triple H did moments ago. As now Mick Foley with a submission hold, just wearing down the game. As he delivers a leg drop to Triple H. Foley now, look at this. Back suplex and Triple H. Triple H is having a rough time of it. Mick Foley, wait a minute, what's Foley looking at? Oh no, Foley just kicked open that cell door. What is Foley doing? Foley almost just goading Triple H on, like, come and get me. Oh my God, Foley's got the title. Foley's got the WWE Championship. Oh, and Foley, no wait, Triple H. Now Triple H took the title back, but now Foley with the title belt to the skull. And somehow Mick Foley made it back into the ring. He's got the title in the ring. How did he get there? Well, I'm not sure what just happened, folks, but now Foley back outside the cell, the title belt left in the ring. That was bizarre. But Triple H now, that definitely gave him an opening. Foley getting tossed inside the cell. I mean, Triple H, that gave him time to recover, and he's going to use it. But Foley still striking back. Mick Foley, no, reversal by Triple H. What's happening here? Mick Foley tosses the game off that announce table. Oh, look at this. No, reversal by Triple H. Triple H with a counter. And now Triple H, oh, tosses him off the cell, and a knife edge chop. Triple H, that moment of reprieve, a great help in getting him back into this matchup, is now Triple H going to work on the leg. Triple H wearing down the leg of Mick Foley. And of course, falls count anywhere in this environment. There could be a pinfall anywhere in this arena. Oh my God, Triple H, boot to the midsection, look out! Pedigree on the floor! Pedigree on the floor, and that could be it. That could put Foley away. 2, 3, no! Foley just kicked out of the pedigree, out on the floor. Unbelievable. Mick Foley is just a monster. We know that Foley has a vast threshold for punishment, and he's putting that on display. A spear to the game, and Foley firing away. Mick Foley now. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. Foley, what are you doing? What are you doing on top of the cell? Oh, this is insane. This is insane. Oh my God. Mick Foley just fell 30 feet from the cell. Good God. Triple H didn't even have to do anything. He just sidestepped him, and Foley fell 30 feet to the floor. Oh my God, and now Triple H just dissecting him. You have to think, if Triple H goes for a pin here, he might have him. He might have this in the bag. And he does. Mick Foley, I mean, after he plummeted 30 feet from the top of the cell, landed straight on his neck. I mean, Triple H, the fact that Foley managed to make it back to his feet was unbelievable. But even more than that, Triple H managed to survive this. And it wasn't even necessarily that Triple H beat Mick Foley himself. Mick Foley defeated himself. Mick Foley, he was the one who charged at Triple H. Triple H just had to, step to the side, and Mick Foley nearly killed himself falling from that cell. He crashed and burned in a major way, and as a result, he loses what might have been his last shot at the WWE Championship. The game Triple H continues his legendary reign here tonight at Vengeance, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon. Holy cow. That might have just been my favorite pay-per-view in a GM mode series to date. That was incredible. Except for this part. That I could have done without Bobby Lashley in my life, but you know what? That's fine. It was a mark out moment. It was a pay-per-view moment that you can only find here on Monday Night Raw, and as a result of that, plus 625,000 fans. 4-star overall pay-per-view. That is what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. That's how you show SmackDown how it's done. We took a week off on the 24th of June. But when we came back for the end of the month for Vengeance, boom! Look at this. We had a 3-star opener, 3.5-star tag match, 2.5-star, which is to be expected. Both guys were fairly low popularity. Plus that rivalry is still, in the early stages. Back-to-back 4-star matches. This was a regular singles match. No stipulation. 4 stars, because that's how you do it. We built up to that Cena Undertaker match for weeks. Suck it, SmackDown. This is how you book a rivalry. You don't need stipulations left and right, but when you do it right, you do it big, and that's just what we did in the main event. 5 stars. Incredible. Now, do we have any injuries? No, we don't, which is awesome. That's what I like to see. Although we do have tons of fatigue, which is to be expected. A lot of fatigue. A lot of fatigue. But Cena and Undertaker, they only had a singles match, and they're looking just fine. Which is good, good, good. Matt Hardy, yeah, he still wants a title shot. He's tired of losing, I would assume. And Melina's tired of losing, yeah. I don't know how we're going to get this man a title shot, because he's not in contention for anything. So, what do we do there? Your guess is as good as mine. If you take a look now, you have got to drop that belt, Sonny. You're not keeping it. Next episode, Bobby Lashley is going to be booked in a rematch against Mr. Kennedy with the IC title on the line. That is going to be our marquee match for that episode. Because, he doesn't need it. Bobby Lashley, you're not keeping that title. And I guess we should go ahead. I'm going to extend Johnny Nitro's contract. I don't see us getting rid of him. Matt Hardy, I worry that he might jump ship, so I'm going to let his contract sit for right now. Just because we can't give him a title shot, so he might jump and, leave us behind. This rivalry is over, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude it. It was supposed to end at Vengeance. I was surprised it was still hanging in there. Taking a look at what else we have. I guess I can put Mick Foley and I guess I'll put JBL in a rivalry there because Kennedy, I'm not entirely sure what's going to go down with him. Or maybe I should have Kennedy and Foley in a rivalry. I'll hold off on that for right now. Rey Mysterio, again, don't really have a place for him right now. We'll hold off on adding any new rivalries. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call it a day. That is gonna do it for this pay-per-view. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a long episode, but it was a great one. So until next time, keep on YouTubing.